I'm sorry about the wind, guys. It is definitely windy out here in Rehoboth Beach. Today I want to talk about the DJI Osmo Pocket, and it's not going to be as much, specific specs that you can see. There's other great channels that do, spec reviews and really kind of drill down on that stuff. What I want to do is I want to tell you how I use it and kind of give you an idea of how it performs in the real world and give you my thoughts.
So I purchased the DJI Osmo Pocket directly from DJI, which is how I do most of my DJI stuff. And I bought it because it fit a very unique type of video that most other devices aren't capable of. So I wanted to give it a shot and see what it was made of. The first thing I want you to notice is the size. Look how it fits right in my hand. Let's head over to the beach and we'll get some footage. So here's some footage from the DJI Osmo. And one of the big benefits from this device is it does offer 120 frames per second, allowing you to do some very buttery smooth slow motion. This footage is in 24 frames per second and it's 1920 by 1080 high def. The DJI Osmo will do 4K up to 60 frames per second. The DJI Osmo has 3 modes. It has the active track, FPV, and it also has a selfie mode. One of the best things about this little device is the 3-axis mechanical gimbal. It helps keep the footage very smooth, just like you'll see as I take a jog here on the beach. It's very comparable to some consumer style gimbals for DSLR cameras. One of these is the iPhone XS, and the other is the DJI Osmo. Can you guess which is which? Now let's see what this slow motion's made of. You can see the DJI Osmo is a little wider than the iPhone. And the iPhone has a bit more contrast. As far as which one's better, I really think it's a preference thing. A natural question is going to be how does the DJI Osmo Pocket do when it comes to vlogging? And I'm vlogging on it right now. 3 clicks on the mode button, the gimbal head spins around, and you're ready to vlog. The one thing I'll say is the sound on the DJI Osmo it's not high quality. Now, DJI has started offering this adapter, and this adapter allows you to plug a 3.5 standard microphone jack into the back end, and this plugs into the DJI USB-C. Since the USB-C is located on the bottom of the DJI Osmo Pocket, this can be a little bit tricky, but as long as you buy the right microphone and you know what you're working with, you can get a microphone that's going to help make your audio much better and not get in the way. There's different cradles that are offered, and I think DJI may offer one as well, that you can attach your cell phone directly to the DJI Osmo. You can control some advanced settings. However, this is the device I prefer to go with, and basically it just sits right down on top of it, and you can control the DJI Osmo from your phone remotely. There's several accessories for the DJI Osmo. This device allows you to snap it to the DJI Osmo, and then you can use your regular GoPro mounts and do all kinds of different things. Now, this little accessory I think is mandatory. It's a little wheel that allows you to control the movement of the gimbal, and it makes it so much easier. The internal way of moving the gimbal is a very small little bar on the right side of this tiny little screen. So this control wheel will definitely give you a little more control over how everything's operating. So a little bit on the face follow here. You can see it's following me. It's not incredibly responsive, but it is responsive and it will follow you. And for vlogging, it's perfect because it doesn't move too fast and it's going to give you that nice steady shot. So let me tell you my two negative points with the DJI Osmo. And the first one is the dynamic range. It produces noise when you start getting into shadow areas or darker scenes. And I'm sure that has something to do with the sensor size. The other negative I'd mention is that sometimes, and it's not often, but it does happen sometimes, the focus will just be slow, or it'll kind of bounce from one thing to another once in a while. Now, this is not a big deal, and it's definitely not a deal breaker. You just have to make sure you're paying attention to that. And with the little screen that you have, if you don't have your phone tethered to it, you just need to take some extra footage, make sure that you got an in-focus shot. All in all, I think this was a great investment. At just under $350 at the time of this recording, I think you get what you pay for. You get a nice image, sharp image when the lighting conditions are proper, and you get a camera that you can do a lot of unique stuff. It does not replace a GoPro. It is not an action camera, although you can use it somewhat for that. It's more of a cinematic type of device, so you can get some great B-roll. It powers up very quickly, which is really awesome because you can just pull it out of your pocket, power it up real fast. I mean, just a few seconds, and you can be shooting almost instantly. So I really like this device. I'm glad I purchased it. Hopefully my experience with it will help you decide whether or not it'll be a good investment for you.